Alright, guys, you know exactly what time it is. Attack on Titan chapter 96 is now out. This chapter is called The Gate of Hope, and we're still in flashback mode from the most recent chapter. This chapter picks back up right after Marcel was eaten and the events that happened next. So, let's jump right into it. So, it turns out that originally, Annie and Bertolt wanted to go back and take the Jaw Titan back from Ymir and return home because at this point, their mission was already a failure. However, Rainer tells them that even though it is technically his fault that Marcel is dead, all three of them would be blamed for running away, and at that point, their powers would be taken away from them and they would be killed. So, to avoid the death penalty, they should continue with the mission as planned. And here's where things get crazy. My girl Annie was a savage even when she was a kid. She beats the living hell out of Rainer when he says that they are all responsible and tells him that this is his fault and he needs to own up to his mistake. And trust me, when I say that she beat this man up, she left him a bloody, bruised, and swollen mess. And while she's berating him, she tells him, I don't care about the Marley, I don't care about the Eldians. They are all liars and they're only looking out for themselves, and I'm the same way. I need to get back home. And I mean, this is a discussion for another day, but what do you guys think that Annie and her dad were up to? I mean, I know she was just a little kid at the time, but still, it seems kind of weird that even when she was fighting Eren and trying to escape, these were the only memories that she can think of. But anyways though. In a scene that looks like something straight out of WWE, Rainer restrains Annie until she calms down, which is ironic seeing that the Armored Titan design was modeled after WWE superstar Brock Lesnar. So I see what you did there, Isayama. Rainer tells them both that since they feel like they need Marcel to lead them, from now on, Rainer is dead. From this point forward, he will become Marcel and lead them to victory. So then they start the attack on Wall Maria, the attack that started this entire story, and trust me when I say it was anything but a picture perfect plan. Annie uses her ability to call the Titans toward the wall, but becomes way too fatigued and barely makes it to the outside of Wall Maria. After they get to the wall, Bertolt finally sees Wall Maria for the first time and becomes hesitant and wonder if he can actually put a hole in the wall, but after some encouragement from Rainer, we all know that he of course destroys the outside of the wall. Before the Titans can enter the wall, Bertolt shifts back to his human form, but as soon as he shifts back, the smiling Titan, Dina Jaeger, almost devours him. Rainer narrowly comes through in his Armored Titan form and climbs the wall with Bertolt and Annie in his hands until the path is clear. So, as we know from the beginning of the story, he runs through and breaks the inside gates of Wall Maria, and afterwards we get a fast forward to afterwards when Rainer, Bert, and Annie had mixed in with the civilians in the shelter. Rainer breaks down inside and tells the other two that he is so sorry for everything that has happened up to now, and that from now on he will become a true warrior in order to protect them and complete their mission successfully. A few feet away from them, in the same shelter, are Eren, Armin, and Mikasa. There have been loads, and I mean loads of discussions on the parallels between these two groups, and I don't think that Isayama would draw them this close to each other in the exact same shelter just for cinematic effect. I honestly and truly believe that the closer we get towards the end of this manga, the more the parallels for these two will come to light and we will get answers to a lot of the questions that we have been wondering for a while. Moving on, we get to see how the three lived during the 2 years after the attack on Wall Maria happened, and we get to see just how Rainer became so ripped, considering when they first came to the island, he was so small and puny and was the weakest out of all the warriors from the village. My boy was on the farm putting in that hard work and bringing trees down all by himself apparently. But by far, one of my favorite scenes in this entire chapter has to be when the three are sitting around and trying to figure out if they should attack the other two walls or not. Annie says that she could try to seduce one of the men in the capital and marry herself off to get access, but Bertolt comes in right away and tells her, no, you cannot do that no matter what. She says she couldn't do it anyway because she doesn't have the feminine charm needed to make a man fall for her. But then the smooth talker himself, Bertolt, comes over and tells her that's not true at all, Annie. Ladies and gentlemen, we all need to give it up for the one true ladies man, Bertolt Hoover himself. I mean, I know I've told you guys this before, but Bertolt and Annie are my one true ship in this story. I love seeing these two interact with each other, and I love moments like this. So seeing just how much he likes her puts a huge smile on my face. And it's weird, I had kind of forgot that Bertolt was dead since we've been seeing him so much. After that, Rainer suggests that the only way to get close to the Fate royal family and to find out the true location of the founding titan is to join the military police. It turns out that the Paradis hierarchy has been on high alert after the attack on Wall Maria, and now they have a complete ban on men from entering the capital. Only women can come and go now. I guess to prevent any spies from coming in, which is weird because women can become titans too. We literally have a titan called the female titan, and Pieck is the Cartman titan. The titans started with women, Ymir Fritz. So I don't know what's going on, but I guess it's neither here nor there. My girl Annie is impatient as always, and she suggests that they go into the capital with guns blazing to draw the founding titan out. She knows that the founding titan is tied down by the first king's will, and because of those emotions and that depression that he is feeling, he's probably too tired to fight. In a really eerie scene, Rainer stops her and tells her that no matter how many of them there are, and no matter how tired the founding titan is, all it'll take is one scream from the founding titan to change everything. With that one scream, the founding titan can summon the tens of millions of colossal-sized titans in the wall to destroy the entire world, so they have to act smart. After all this time of waiting, this chapter finally tells us Rainer's true motivation in life. He really wants to save humanity. Alright guys, we gotta talk about this for a second. The parallels between Rainer and Eren can no longer be ignored. It's official at this point. Rainer may be the true main character of this story. We need to accept that. And I mean, I think most of us manga readers already had a pretty good idea about this for some time now, but after reading a very recent interview with Isayama, he confirmed that Rainer is his favorite character, which means that very soon, I'm sure that he is going to drop some bombshells on us, so I cannot wait to see how that turns out. But I think that's gonna wrap this review up, guys. I mean, overall, this chapter was really strong and I really enjoyed it. It gave us the attacker's point of view from the beginning of the story, the incident that started everything, which is something I didn't think we needed up until now, but I was completely wrong. Seeing the things from Rainer's, Bert, and Annie's opinion completely changed how I see the event in itself happening. But I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Did you guys enjoy this chapter? What was your favorite part of it? Be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know anything you feel about it. As always, be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and hit the subscribe button for more Attack on Titan content. And hey, until the next video, guys, best wishes.